Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, we have a little change in the Netherlands, and we have Geert Wilders making a concession from his political platform, or at least his proposal. And one of his proposals were that he would ban mosques and the Quran in the Netherlands. Obviously, that's their problem. That's the Netherlands, and it's not my country, but I also can analyze it. And since I personally think that Geert Wilders has some very good policies in certain ways, in others I disagree with. So what happened here? You know that Geert Wilders' party won the biggest number in the election. Therefore, he would have to be in power, he would form the government. The problem is he did not make 51%. So his party did not win 51, unfortunately. Yes, unfortunately. Therefore, he has to create a garbage coalition government, which is he has to give away, they call it political negotiations, which means diluting. Like, for instance, you want a Moscato, and they give you a Merlot, and they put it together and says, here, Mr. Kosman, here's your wine. I want either Moscato, or I want Merlot, or Sauvignon, or Pinot Grigio, or Grigio, whatever. I don't want mixture, because mixture doesn't give me the flavor, the satisfaction I want. So when I ordered a Merlot, I want a Merlot. I don't want the Merlot with Moscato. Got that? Okay. So this is, in a very easy explanation, what a coalition government means. That means you have to give some of your taste for what some people voted for those guys, and they will come with you, and they have to give up some of theirs. Therefore, neither party will have satisfaction. I'm going to drink 80% Moscato with 20% Merlot, and the other person is going to drink 80% Merlot, 20% Moscato. Neither of us who like wine would enjoy drinking it. Blech. So this is as the guy in 1920s wrote in his book about the coalition parties. But what are you going to do if you don't have this majority? Well, and he makes this concession. Why? Because he needs parties. He needs these three parties to come together to form the government. Otherwise, I think it's going to be, the other guys are going to try it, and if they don't, I think they conduct a re-election or something. I don't know exactly how the political system runs over there. So let's see. Associated Press, 5 hours ago today, on the 8th of January 2024. Dutch anti-Islam lawmaker, why not pro-Christian? I'm just kidding. Geert Wilders has withdrawn a 2018 proposal, it's a proposal, to ban mosques and the Quran in the name of at least getting to power. So he's like that, I don't know how you call it, fable, you know, I'm friends with you until I cross the river, and then the same here. He just wants to see himself in power, implement certain things that he deems valuable, and then maybe get the support of others. And when he's gonna get 51% at one point next time, then he's gonna everybody up. All right. You don't believe me? Look at Biden. The Hague, Netherlands, far right. Oh, we already got far right and anti. Okay, Dutch election winner. Okay. Geert Wilders made a key concession to potential coalition partners on Monday, announcing that he's withdrawing legislation that he proposed in 2018 that calls for a ban on mosques and the Quran. You don't have to put a ban. And many other ways to take care of that, if he wants. And I'm not talking about Quran specifically or the mosques. You can do the Bible and the churches, or the Torah and the temples or the synagogues. You can do whatever. It's easy. They don't have to take your house. The government doesn't have to take my house or my properties. You know what they have to do? They have to increase the taxes so much that I can't afford paying them. Therefore, walking away. So they got my house. Or the same with the bullets. They don't have to ban the guns. No, they just impose taxes, and not only taxes, the process. They're gonna tax the companies, and you're not gonna find the resources to build the bullets. And a bullet would be $100,000 one bullet. You're gonna have the gun, not banned, but you're not gonna have the bullets. So that means zero. The same with the cars. You want to get rid of combustion engine vehicles? Make a gallon of gas, I don't know, $3,000. You're gonna leave your car over there and you're gonna go to the option the government gives you, electrical, or give incentives. They're gonna tax you more for combustion, for the emission, CO2, and they will give you, I don't know, $30 million in tax breaks. I'm exaggerating, so you see how idiotic it is. And you're going to buy one that's electrical, is going to give you $3 million in tax breaks. It's easy. The same here. He doesn't have to say ban on mosques and Quran. There's many other ways to do it. So again, this is garbage, but anyway. So easy. The move came a day before talks to form the new government were set to resume following the November election. The abandonment of the bill could be critical in gaining the trust and support of three more mainstream parties that Wilders wants to co-opt in a coalition along with his Party for Freedom, known by its Dutch acronym PVV. Well, you do what you need to do, and then you work with that. First, you start the car, get the steering wheel shifted in the first gear, and start going. And then you say, well, you know what? I lied. That's what he's going to do. But it gets him empowered. The problem is he fights, good or bad, he fights against the establishment. And the establishment is not in the Netherlands. The establishment is far beyond Brussels. It's behind Brussels. If you think that you have idiot Borrell, Josep Borrell, or you have Ursula von der Leyen, or you have, what's his name, Michel, all right, of what, he's a Belgian, isn't he? If you think that these guys are writing the policy of how culture should be improved in European Union and how tradition should be improved by giving a certain kind of rights and all kind of things or protections, do you think that those are the guys? Are not those guys? They're not those guys. And if they are, why everybody else is listening to those guys? After all, none of those three was elected by the European citizens. No, they were indirectly. Like these guys say, we have here the Electoral College, boo. But the same ones who say boo about the Electoral College, which is a buffer between us, the mob, and them, the elites, that's what it is. If they don't like how we voted, why do you think is the Electoral College formed for? Why do you think that's in between us and the position? So they can say, sorry, you're fucked, we're going to vote differently. They are entitled to vote over there. Even though they are the electors of a certain party, they can vote the other way around. It's not nowhere where it says, otherwise they will not be electors. But they are. So same here. They will do something. And the same thing. Why do you think you have those garbages over there? Just voted from the committees and this and that, and they are Ursula. Ursula was a show put in front of these guys, the Council of Europe, I think, and they voted yes or nay, and said yay. But she was just a person. She was the defense minister of Germany. Does that tell you anything? Okay, why do you think she wants Ukraine? Who sponsored her? I'm sorry, who donated for her campaigns? No, she was not elected. She was appointed as a defense minister. You can make shit up. And these guys are appointed, not elected. And we like democracy. So when you hear European Union, democratic countries, really? My friends, garbage. So here it is. Wilders will change. Yes, we'll change this, we'll change that. And then he wants to get in power. Once he gets in power, he's going to appoint his people over there. And hopefully he's going to do the right thing in order to attract other people in the party, make 51%, and then tell the other three parties with us, you and everybody else. And the will of the people will be heard and respected. You think so? No. I don't think so. If this guy's going to get 51%, 52% or whatever, and he's going to be the sole party in charge of the Netherlands, this guy's going to have a little regime change, spontaneous demonstrations right there. You're going to see Rotterdam and Amsterdam in fire overnight. Here it is, my friends. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.